Episode 4 of All of Us Are Dead begins with an influencer on their way to Hyosan. He wants to figure out if the infection is really as bad as everyone is saying it is. Armed with a whole stack of survival gear, he heads into the heart of town and tries to find a safe place to hide. While the helicopter closes in on the school, Jungson's mother manages to escape the horde nearby and limps towards the school herself. Unfortunately, she recognizes Gyung-soo and calls out for him. But of course, in doing so, he is infected, so that's a bad move. And it leads to her surrounded and killed for her efforts. Hyunji is still up on the roof of school alongside Cholsu. Both of them embrace the carnages going on below, wanting to kill those inside the school who have wronged them. The difference here, though, is that she also wants to live while Yeonji is still flirting with suicidal tendencies. Inside the broadcasting room, the kids hold tight and come up with a solution for their bathroom. It may be a while before rescuers arrive. Like father, like daughter, Onju and her dad both organize traffic and arrange for their respective groups to hunker down and wait for rescue. Guinam is still fighting too, and he managed to survive by slaughtering more of the infected. Another rabble of survivors happened to be held up in the girls' bathroom. We saw glimmers of this last episode, but here we see things kick off when Minjae and Mijin fight. Back in the police station, Byung-chun is completely nonchalant to what's happening outside. He sees it as a triumph of the weak fighting back against the strong. He has been well aware of his son being bullied, but the heartbreaking way the school dealt with this, claiming it was just kids fooling around, and how he should be a team player, pushed him into a corner. Jainso's bullying got completely out of hand, and moving classes just made things worse. Believing he is living in a system of assault, Byung-chun took the bold decision to infect his own son in the hopes of helping him fight back. Only he created a monster in the process. The interview soon comes to an end when the zombie infection spread across to the police station. Jake fights them back as best he can. Byung-chun saves detective's life, letting Jake escape but becomes infected in the process. The thing is, Byung-chun doesn't appear to be like the other infected. He seems more sentient, able to walk calmly through the hallways. Before he was turned, he told Jake about his laptop, which could hold crucial clues to stopping this infection. With this knowledge, Jake heads to Hyosan High School. At the school, Jongsan and Onju watch as a whole bunch of helicopters begin flying into town. Onju wants to try and get their attention. Namra, however, brings up a far more pressing problem: dehydration. Although they have sorted their bathroom woes out, they have not got any water or food, which is obviously a big problem. In order to try and find a solution, the kids decide they need to get to the teacher's office. Specifically, they need to find a phone to figure out what's going on. That's problematic though, because up on the roof, Yunji makes a bold decision to find Guinam's phone no matter what. The video Guinam took of her during episode 1 was actually scheduled to go live at 9 am. That time has now passed, and because Chiolso has been unable to pay him, their time is up. So Yunji heads for the teacher's lounge. Yunji is infected by the zombies on the way down. Unbeknownst to her, that's the reason the infected have stopped biting. Anyway, she does manage to make it into the office, but so too do Jongsun and Sohyok. Unfortunately, Yoonji smashes up most of the phones. In their eagerness to find a working phone, Jungsan and Sohyuk end up separated as they try to evade the zombies. Over in the office building, Onju's father managed to hold off the oncoming horde thanks to a hose and some ingenuity. While the congresswoman and others scramble up the stairs, the firemen are left to hold several doors shut and use the hose to fend off the zombies. With the door upstairs to the roof locked, Onju's dad is left alone to try and hold them all off and buy the group precious time to escape. The group managed to escape, but for Onju's father, it seems like he may be infected. The zombies are nowhere to be found, and he is left breathing heavily as they all make it to the rooftop. Throwing a signal flare, the helicopters nearby fast approach. Meanwhile, Johnson finds himself in the principal's office with Guinam, who ties up the principal and prepares to kill him. With Jungsun filming, he watches in shock as Guinam slashes the man's throat and murders him. Jungsun grabs the phone and rushes to safety, leaving the bully stalking through the hallways after him. As he throws his knife whistling through the air, it hits Jungsun right in the spine.